What's going on, y'all? You're now watching the greatest channel that has ever existed. My name is Bitcoin Benito, and I truly appreciate you guys for being here with me. So today we're going to have a very special type of video. It's going to be a video not necessarily for you, but for people around you, and for why you should encourage them to get into cryptocurrency, because the price of cryptocurrency is going to absolutely explode over the next 13 months. Remember, recently I've been saying 14 months, but now it's 13 months because I believe that Bitcoin is going to reach its peak. Cryptocurrency generally is going to reach its peak around October, November, December of next year. So you have a very limited amount of time to throw all of your money into cryptocurrency before the price crashes, and then you need to sell it for US dollars or whatever fiat currency is closest and is inside of your own country, I should say. So before I get into that, I want to read some of the comments from my subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. You guys have been commenting a lot recently. Let us get into it. The first comment that we have is from Mindset Crypto. Says, it is true, Bitcoin Benito has been telling all you sleepers about TitanX. Thank you very much. People are finally realizing it. TitanX recently did an explosive growth of about 140% in the past month or so, and is continuing to grow for decades. Not decades, but about 2-3 years. Even centuries ago, thank you, especially during the Spanish Inquisition. Listen to him. Shut up and sit still. Thank you very much. You need to shut your mouth and listen to what I'm telling you. Listen, I'm just doing this to help other people out. They can either drink the water when I lead them to water, or they can be, I didn't want to do this. How come you didn't tell me about this before? And funny enough, I'm going to talk about that later in this video, about how people are just generally not going to get into cryptocurrency. They're going to wait until it's too late. They're going to wait until it explodes. And then when it crashes, they're going to be like, oh, see, I told you, crypto's fake. Crypto's a scam, blah, blah, blah. It's guaranteed to happen. I'm going to go into detail about that. And speaking of TitanX, we see that it has gone through an absolutely explosive growth. It has gone up about 68% in the past month, of about 140% in the past 3 months. And today alone, it has gone up 15% today alone. So TitanX is not going anywhere. Please continue to watch TitanX. Don't be stupid. The next comment that we have is from Johnny Silverman that says, why would you carry this around? He's talking about the new wallet that came out. If you're into crypto, why would you worry about the cost? I just took delivery of my stacks and it's super. Either Nano is trash compared to the stacks. Okay, so if you think, okay, I see what you're saying. The reason why you would have stacks, though, is that way you would have an easier way to having self-custody, okay? So like I always say, never keep your cryptocurrency on these exchanges. Never keep it on Coinbase. Never keep it on Gemini. Only use it to trade in and out from US dollars to whatever cryptocurrency that you want to get. Always have a MetaMask. That's what I use most of the time. I have MetaMask on my cell phone, although I don't really use it on my cell phone. But I have I keep all of my cryptos on Ledger devices, okay? And the newest Ledger device, it's almost like the iPhone for the ledgers, okay? It's very easy to use. It's touchscreen, and it uses e-ink, so you don't really have to charge it hardly at all. If you don't use it, the battery will last for years and years and years. Next comment that we have is from Grassler that says, TitanX, the Titan of the multiplication, I guess. 10,000x. Let's fucking go. I don't think it's going to do a 10,000x. I think it's going to do probably a 300, 400x from its all-time low. I would say 100x to be safe, but it's probably going to do like a 300, 400x. And that is why I'm telling you guys to get into it right now. It's just done a 2x in the past 3 months. So it's only going to grow from here. It's only going to continue to grow over the next 13, 14 months. Next comment that we have is from TitanX. Nice name. You made a YouTube just about TitanX. You really believe in this. Shared this with my Twitter account. Always love your content. You the Shiba goat. Yes, I tell people to get into Shiba Inu. I really tell people to get into Pepe coin. That's a coin I've been highly promoting too. We see right here, Pepe has gone up dramatically. Get Pepe, okay? Don't get the RB Pepe or the Trump Pepe. Get the actual Pepe, that right now, the one that's worth about $3 billion. Pepe coin today has gone up about 3%, and in the past month it has gone up. Let's see how long it's going to take to load. I have freaking X. Okay, it's done kind of bad. It's gone down about 10%, but in the past year it has gone up 846% in the past year. And it's not even the past year. It's like the past what is that? The past 9 months, it has gone up by about 12,000%. It's not, I don't, actually it is. Okay. It's gone up about 12,000. Yeah, it's gone up about 12,000%. And in the past 9 months, okay, it has gone up by about 8%. Okay, about 1,000% in the past 9 months. Okay, so it's going to only continue to explode in price. Next comment that we have is from 𝐂𝐫𝐲𝐻𝐵. Sorry, you guys with these names is very hard to pronounce. TitanX is going to do a 55,000X, which is kind of a play on words when it comes to Hex. Hex did it about 55,000X from its all-time low. I don't think TitanX is going to do that much. I think, again, I said maybe it's going to do about 300, 400X if we're lucky. It might even do 1,000X if we're lucky from an all-time low. But 5,000X is just 55,000X, I mean, it's just way too optimistic. We're not there right now. Cryptocurrency is just way too mature right now. Cryptocurrency as an asset right now is $2 trillion, okay? It's worth more than silver, all the silver in the world. Cryptocurrency is worth more than that right now, and soon is going to be worth as much as gold. It might even happen this next bull run. By the end of next year, I should say, crypto might be worth as much as gold. We'll see what happens. And then finally, 𝐂𝐫𝐸87 says that TitanX future millionaire here. Yes, we believe in it. Yeah, so a lot of you guys are encouraged about the video that I did. A lot of you guys are into this video that I did about TitanX. Now, what am I talking about? Now, I keep telling you guys, get into crypto, get into crypto. And the purpose of this video is to tell you that you need to force your friends and family to get into crypto and become rich, okay? So, because that's pretty much not what's going to happen, people are not going to believe that they should throw all their hard-earned money into cryptocurrency because they've seen the prices crash, they've seen bad things happen, they've seen people like Sam Bankman-Fried scam people billions upon billions of dollars out of cryptocurrency. They're not going to get it for themselves until the price goes through the roof by the end of next year. So I'm going to go step by step in many reasons why you need to force your friends, and therefore you pretty much have to force yourself to give your cryptocurrency, part of your cryptocurrency, to your friends so they can see how it works, okay? So the first part that happens, the first reason why it happens, why you should do this, is because you are going to want to help them out, okay? So these are people that you love. These are people that you care about. These are even your acquaintances that you kind of sort of like, but you just want to party with them every now and then, every day here and there. Maybe you want to party with them. Maybe you want to throw some money on some stripper booty cheeks once in a while. You don't always want to give them money. You don't always necessarily have to give them money, but they may or may not be in some dire straits right now. They may or may not be going through problems right now, okay? And when you get some cryptocurrency and you seem like a genius and you're able to help them, you will therefore seem like their savior. You would therefore do this, and it's going to make you feel better generally. Now, you're kind of doing it out of the kindness of your heart, to be honest, but there's many specific reasons why this benefits you in the long run. Even though technically you're giving them $300 of crypto, for example, and then that price of the crypto grows to, like, let's say $1,000 or even $3,000 by this time next year. It's not that big of a deal. It's not even that big of a change. In the long run, this absolutely helps them. Okay. And the reason why this helps them, another reason why this helps them, is because you want them to have financial freedom. Okay. You want them to not suffer anymore. And the reason why they need to have this financial freedom, the reason why they need to do this is because the value of the fiats, the value of the US dollar decreases dramatically every single year. And I know right now that the official term of the inflation in America is 3%, but we all know that's bullshit. The prices of homes have gone up about 120% in the past 4 years, ever since Biden has gotten into office. I'm not saying it's 100% Biden's fault, but it's partially his fault, right? Because he is the United States president, even though he doesn't do anything right now, even though he's in a nursing home. But he's partially responsible for it. And inflation has gone up dramatically. Trump has also helped to make the inflation rate grow up dramatically. In the past 5 years, the amount of money, US dollars, that has been printed has been in the amount of $14 trillion, okay? Biden has done about 9 trillion of those dollars, and Trump did about 6 trillion of those dollars because we're going through the problems of the beer bug. I can't really say it on YouTube. YouTube is still censoring us. All right. So because the value of money is very low, and because everyone hates their job, let's be honest, even if you like your job, you don't necessarily want to go to your job all the time, every day. And you are scared. If you have a problem right now, let's say you break your arm right now, are you going to be able to afford the $5,000, $6,000 bill that you have to fix your arm? if you don't even have insurance, you're going to have to end up spending like $15,000, $20,000 just for one arm. Now, I know you only have two arms and you can't really you can get rid of one of them, but you don't want to, right? And you need your arm to do everything. But it's not worth it to go bankrupt because of a healthcare problem, okay? And let's not even talk about more problems, such as diabetes, such as multiple sclerosis, such as if you, God forbid, have ALS or something like that. If you have ALS, your caretaking will take millions upon millions of dollars, and you're only going to be able to do that if you have insurance to just reduce it to a small price of $100,000 for however long your life is, right? Your life is not going to last that long, but you don't want your family to have to suffer through your terrible diagnosis, okay? So you want your family to be financially free because we all have our health problems, no matter how big or small they are. We have all our health problems, and you want to have financial freedom. That way, you don't have to worry about that, because when you're worried about money, this increases your stress. When your stress increases, your health automatically decreases, and as your health decreases, your money decreases, and this causes your stress to increase again, and it's a revolving door of death and destruction and hell. Okay, so this is another reason why you need to get into crypto, and tell your family and friends to get into crypto also. This is something that you need to take serious. Next reason, all right? I'm saying this too, that way you can have more time to spend with them. Like I said, let's say that you have a terrible condition such as ALS. You'll be able to have great care. You'll be able to spend the top-notch finances towards your healthcare, okay? So that you have to worry, so that you can have more time for them, so you can have more time with your parents, more time with your friends, more time with your children, right? So you don't have to worry about this terrible diagnosis. The only thing that's certain in life is taxes and death, okay? So you're going to have to pay your taxes on cryptocurrency. Don't ever get it twisted. You will have to pay your taxes, and you are going to die one day. But you can delay the amount of time that you're going to die if you have cryptocurrency. And I know you guys are being like, oh my God, why are you so pessimistic? Yeah, we're going to die, but you don't have to talk about it. Who cares? We're all going to die one day. You want to spend as much time with your loved ones as possible. Cryptocurrency is going to help you. There's no other form of financial gain that you can get other than cryptocurrency, unless you do something stupid like win the lottery, or unless you are very lucky and have a successful business. Only about 10% of businesses absolutely last past 5 years. Most of them fail. 90% of them fail. Okay. And by the way, if you want to make some more money into cryptocurrency, I have a course that talks about this. I explain in detail how to get into TitanX, how to get into Pulsechain, how to get into 𝑂𝑝Zen. These are not coins that you can just easily buy off of exchanges. And even if you do have an exchange, they're kind of difficult to get into. And on top of that, I teach you how to make money on top of your money while you're holding this TitanX, while you're holding this cryptocurrency, okay? I teach you how to make money on top of your money so that your finances can increase dramatically. I show you how to do this, and that way you can actually watch this video right now and see how your world can become better. I want the best for you. Next reason why you should force your family or help your families to get into cryptocurrency is because they will respect you. Now, I know that most people watch this are men. I have about a 90% watch rate from men. The 10% of women that watch this, thank you very much. But in general, men are required by society and by biology to take care of others, okay? And one of the ways that we can take care of others is by providing them with financial gain, okay? So it's your job as a man to use your intelligence, to use your assertiveness, to use your testosterone properly, okay? You need to use your testosterone properly. You need to use the fact that you are less risk averse as women to go into on-risk assets such as cryptocurrency, okay? So a lot of people are not going to believe you that cryptocurrency is amazing, and you have to show them the way. And because men generally want to take more risk, okay, a lot of these times, these risks do not pan out. That's why teenage boys always do these crazy, stupid stunts where they flip the skateboard. I don't know if you remember, I might be aging myself right now, but there used to be a show on MTV called Scarred, where they showed these horrific crashes. I think it's still on MTV2 right now. Okay, it's usually teenage boys that are young, dumb, and full of cum. They're just filled with testosterone, and they want to prove themselves, and they don't really care about taking risks. And they do stupid stuff such as backward flips off of stairs on a skateboard, and then they break their collarbone, or they break 3 arms at the same time. They don't even have 3 arms, but they break all 3 of them at the same time, because the risk is very, very high, but the reward is insane. If you do a backwards flip off of a stairs on a skateboard and you land it, you'll automatically become a millionaire based off of that crazy risk that you took, okay? So it balances itself out. Women don't take as many risks as us, and that's why they tend to live longer, but their peak is lower than us, all right? The amount of millionaires and the amount of people that start businesses, things like that, is lower in women, but the amount of failures too are lower in women too. If you look at the intelligence graph, okay, the amount of stupid men is very, very high, but the amount of ultra intelligent men is very, very high too. Okay. But the amount of average women is way higher than the amount of average men. And this balances itself out. That's why most of the geniuses that you know are men, and most of the idiots, most of the people that are in jail, most of the people that cannot control their testosterone are also men, and they're also in prison. Okay. So the idea is that you want to use your testosterone, you want to use your power, you want to use your intelligence to therefore create money. And then one of the best aspects of being a man is getting respect. You need to gain respect. That way your friends, your family can respect you more, and you will therefore further yourself in life. Of course, if you're a woman, you can also gain respect through cryptocurrency. This is not He-Man Women Haters Club thing. I'm just talking about biology. This is the way the world works. If you don't believe it, go ahead and argue with God. Okay, next thing. You will personally feel good. Yes. And like I said earlier in the video, you giving out $300 or whatever, $1,000 to your friends and family, it's going to make you $1,000 poor, right? But the feeling that you get, the happiness that you get inside of you is going to be incalculable. Okay. I can't even talk right now, but it's something that you cannot calculate. Okay. Because even when you give your friends and family or your children gifts on Christmas morning, you're really, really happy, even though you spent money, even though your monetary gain was reduced. You generally just have a happier feeling in life, okay? So it's going to give you personal fulfillment. It's going to give you personal happiness, knowing that you're able to help your loved ones and people that you don't even really like that much. Next, women will like you, and the girls that you already have, let's say that you have a wife, the women that are already in your life will even like you more, and they'll think twice before leaving you, okay? So there's many studies that's coming out that's saying that about 80% of men are found unattractive by women, okay? That means that all women are going for the top 20%, but only 20% of them can get them. Or let's say 40% can get them because, guys, we like to play the field. Some guys don't, some guys don't play the field. They get married. They're not supposed to do that, or they choose not to do that. But most guys want to play the field. Let's not lie to ourselves, right? The only reason why we don't play the field is because, you don't want to have illegitimate children. You don't want to get caught cheating. You don't want to catch STDs because, you're stupid enough to not wear a condom. They make condoms nowadays, by the way. So there's many reasons why people, and most importantly, you're not able to get women, okay? And the best ways that you can get women is by having money. We like to lie to ourselves because I know it's a modern era. We have to be politically correct. Biology does not care about your political correctness at all. Who cares? Women only like men that have some form of status. That's number one. Good amount of money. That's number two. And have a physically strong body. Okay. That's number three. Okay. And it's in that order too. So the amount of money that you get is number two on that list. And therefore you need to have as much money as possible. So that way you can get women and you can keep women. Now, of course, status is number one, like I said. And when I say status, that also talks about your personality. When you have a good personality, when you have good game, as they used to call it, that is also part of your status, okay? That's number one. Of course, you need to work on your skills to do that. But number two is you need to have money. And you need to have a sustained amount of money that's long-term, okay? And this is for biological reasons. The reason why status is so powerful is because status can therefore get you resources, okay? Status can also get you security. And back in the caveman days, and even up to today, by the way, because we still have the same DNA in our blood, in our hand, that we've had as caveman hundreds and thousands of years ago, okay? That DNA that you had 200, 300,000 years ago is the same DNA that you have right now today, okay? So nothing is going to change that, okay? And because of that, it's more intelligent for a woman to get with a guy that has high status, that has a lot of money. If you have a lot of status, that's going to make it possible for you to get a lot of money. You're able to control other people. If you have a lot of status, that means that you're able to provide a lot of security. You can bring your friends around you, strong friends, friends that are able to have smart political decisions, smart political gain. They can also provide protection for these women. Men are generally about 15% stronger and bigger than women. So the way that they were able to handle this through a genetic standpoint is to try to garner the attention of men. Okay. And if you're able to garner the attention of a man with a lot of status, you can therefore have a lot of protection for yourself and for the young children that you can take care of. Nowadays, they make this thing called a Glock 9, so you can shoot a motherfucker in the face if he tries to play with you as a woman, but you still want that type of protection. If a man busts into the house and you grab your gun as a young woman and you can't see in the dark and you try to shoot him and then he sees where the muzzle came from and then he runs to you and attacks you, it's over. You're done. And this is why you need a man, with status, that maybe he has a friend that's sleeping over too, or he has political gains that he's able to provide a protection for you. That's why it's intelligent for women to find men with status. Okay. The same way, if she finds a man with money too, he's the one that's able to provide the top-notch security, the top-notch ADT security or whatever to provide for her. She's able to find a man that can put her in a safe neighborhood so that she is able to be protected because she physically cannot be able to do this. This is an intelligent way that evolution has evolved, okay? And because we men like women for their physical attributes, that's one of the main reasons, right? We like them for their beauty, and then we fall in love with them, and then we have children with them and all that good stuff. Oh, look at that pretty woman right there. We fall in love with them, we have children with them and all that stuff. It's a yin and yang, okay? That's what makes our relationship so good, and that's why men need women and women need men. Don't believe the bullshit that you hear on social media, okay? And then, of course, you need the physical prowess. Women just like the way it looks when you have muscles, and it also proves that you can provide that second part I keep talking about, protection. Next reason that we have is that everyone will think that you are smart because you are smart, okay? And a lot of people like to say, and I know this is what's going to happen, and this is what's going to happen to you too. When you become a sensei thousandaire, when you have hundreds of thousands of dollars by this time next year, when you have millions of dollars by this time next year, everyone's going to say, oh, you're lucky. Oh, you just hit the lottery. You just happened to get out at the wrong time when other people got out at the wrong time. You're not smarter than me. But in the back of their mind, they know that you're smarter than them. You were smart enough to watch these videos. I've been making cryptocurrency videos since 2020. So I've been making them now for over 4 years. I've been in the crypto space now for about 7 years now. Yeah, ever since 2017. So it's about to be 8 years. I started in January of 2017. So it's about to be 8 years in a few months. So I've been going crazy into this for 8 years. So every overnight success story is never overnight. I've been thinking about this intelligently for a long, long time. That's why I'm telling you to get into OP-Zen, get into Pepe coin, get into Pepe, sorry, not Pepe coin, Pepe, get into Pulsechain, get into, what was the last, TitanX, get into all the other coins that I talked about too, right? Such as Hello Coin, for example, or Illuvium, okay? I talked about that in one of my streams that I had earlier. I'm going to make a video about all the coins that you should get. Although you guys don't like the videos when I talk about the top 10 coins that you should get right now. You guys only care about TitanX, OP-Zen, and Pulsechain for some reason, okay? But anyways, they will think you're smart and they will know that you're smart because you are smart. That's why you're watching this video right now. That's why we're all going to become rich together, okay? Next, they're going to say, next reason is that they will get jealous if you don't tell them about this, right? So when you become rich, you don't have to show off your money, but there's no way that you can hide it. There's no way that you can hide the fact that you're going on a different trip every 2 weeks, constantly, nonstop, okay? Because people are going to see it on Instagram, or even if you don't show it on Instagram, you're going to be constantly missing 24/7. There's going to be constantly sounds of beaches in the background when you're talking to them. They're going to be like, oh my God, I see you traveling all over the world now, blah, blah, blah. And if you didn't help them to become rich, they're going to automatically become jealous of you. Jealousy is one of the few traits that is impossible for you to stop. That's why we live in a first world country right now. We are currently the richest people that have ever existed in the history of humanity, yet it still feels as if we are poor, okay? That's because it is based off of jealousy. We base our riches based off of other people, okay? We base our riches off of how other people do, okay? Other people's status, not necessarily their status. And you want them to know that you helped them out of poverty. That way they don't become jealous of you, okay? Because although money is amazing, the social connections that you have is way more amazing, way more necessary than the monetary gain that you get. You do not want jealousy to happen. You need to save your friends and family from themselves. Next one that we have is that it gets lonely at the top if you don't tell people to get into cryptocurrency. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, okay? And you're going to wear the crown when you get into cryptocurrency. But you, like I said previously, you need the social connection. You're just going to swim in your golden coins like Scrooge McDuck by yourself? That shit is trash. That shit is stupid. You're going to have a bunch of girls. Okay, the girls only want you for your money. They don't really care about you as a person. But if you came with your friends and family, if you came with your friends, especially your lady friends, a lot of the lady friends are actually going to care about you as a person. And then you can therefore pick the cutest one out of all of them and make them your wife. Yay! So that's why you want to have people around you. They're going to be the ones that advise you. They're the ones that's going to give you the best advice. They're the ones that like you not only for your money. They're going to like you because you gave them more money, but that's not the only reason why they're going to like you, okay? If you talk to strangers, the strangers are only going to care about you because you provide them with monetary gain. You need to have other people around you because it is lonely at the top, okay? And you also want to do this because you will get away with more, okay? Remember I was saying that you need to have status, money, and physically strong body as a man? Well, if you just have the money, although this is the lazy way to think about it, if you just have the money, you're still going to be able to get a lot of the other things that you want, such as a woman, such as respect, right? Such as power. You're still going to be able to get that, even if you're fat, even if you're a loser that doesn't know how to talk and a nerd and has stupid glasses all the time. Did I do that? Even if you're a Steve Urkel, you're still going to be able to get some respect, some notoriety if you have this money, okay? That's why I said fat or no social skills, okay? And the next comment that we have is you will get more better friends and make more family members. Yes, you will make more family members. How do you make more family members? Well, Timmy, when the birds and bees come together, they have lots of children and because they have lots of needs, okay? So when you get more money, you attract more women or men, right? If you're a woman that's watching this, although guys don't really care too much about your money, but you're able to attract more women and you're able to attract more high quality women once you have more money. And therefore, you're able to have more children. Although, don't be an idiot. Don't be like all these rappers out here, right? We all want to have children, but don't be irresponsible like these rappers that's having, like NBA YoungBoy just had his 12th child with his 10th baby mama, right? I understand that he's a multimillionaire right now, but his rap career is not going to last forever, right? So his children are going to end up suffering and his baby mamas are going to end up suffering too. But whatever, they're both adults. They made their own decision. That woman that decided to be the 11th or 10th baby mama, I don't know what the hell she was smoking. Like, are you even going to be able to enjoy your life? Like, you go to Christmas and there's 10, 11 other women that you know that he nutted inside of. And you're like, yay, I got the bag because I got to have notoriety. Even when he pays child support, he's going to give you like, what, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month? That's minimum wage, pretty much, right? That's how much you get paid at McDonald's. You get paid about $2,000 a month at McDonald's. It's insane how they do it, but I'm guessing they do it for notoriety. Anyways, you're going to get better friends. So you're going to also get people that are smart and intelligent when it comes to friends. You're going to get friends. You're going to be able to make the social connections that only money can provide. It's not necessarily that you're only going to be with friends that want you just because of your money. Let's say that you buy an expensive car, like a Porsche or a Lamborghini. Oftentimes when you buy a Porsche or a Lamborghini, you get into exclusive clubs that is only possible for people that own Porsches and Lamborghini. They come together in groups and they talk about business. They talk about social connections. They talk about political PACs, okay? Political action committees, okay? So that's where you can influence your politicians. And you're only able to influence your politicians, your local elections, of course, which is more important than the national elections. You're only able to influence your local politicians if you're in these rich spaces, okay? And these are your better friends, okay, that you can get. That's why it's so important to get into cryptocurrency. So I'm telling you this, and this is a really long video, by the way. And I'm telling you all this. Make sure that you share this with your friends and family. I'm telling you this because I thank you, I love you, I appreciate you. Get this money, get my course.